Hey, what's up, everybody? Time for some track feedback. There I am on the webcam. Got the audio. Got the playback. All right, Randy's here. Piv. John is driving. Mr. Melvis. Matt Schultz is rendering. And we kicked in right in the AFL remix of Angel's Trumpet as I was checking my levels. So let me kick that back and start it over. Yippee. How's everybody doing? Thank you, everybody, for helping share the promo for Techno Volume 1 coming out on Friday. It's really exciting. It's really exciting to see other people in the community react and kind of see who likes which track and everything. Shephers. And EQ flat, stereo and stereo. I like this bass intro so much. All right. It's like ambient drum and bass, kind of closer to the Liquid vibe, rather than like the jump up kind of vibe, you know? Which is cool. I like this synth pad. So at moments like 250, 251, that's a good place for like throw in like one bar of a separate cymbals drum break to add some flavor at that moment and have it kind of a bunch louder than the other break to make like a little bit of a contrast and then comes back in. Sounds good. The mix is sounding really balanced right now. I think this is the first time I talked today. I've been awake for like 6 hours. I don't think I said any words yet today. Definitely a creeping breakdown vibe. Really nice. Martin locked in. I like that bass pitch thing. Wow. The synth is growing. I feel that coming up louder and louder. Oh, good, good, good. All right, so at 432, could you put in that 1 bar drum break to come in like right before the drop and have some crazy high filtered, like one of those? Because I think they're coming here. Like that. Yeah, right before the drop with a different one. I hope you've been talking to Ed 808. His drum breaks like were very much back and forth in that kind of style. Yeah, this part's good. Yeah, man, getting the chops and slices in there. Ooh, those kick drums are good too. I like the second half, the drum beat. Boom, boom, bop, boom. Right here. Boom. Dude, this has sounded so much better than the first time we heard it. Now it's like a long, long build up. When we get to this part, get a little goosebump happening. It's good. I am feeling a little bit more high frequency, like the hi-hats. I still think the hi-hats could be louder and clickier, you know? Yeah, definitely a high shelf EQ on the drum mix. Get those drums up. That was perfect, yeah. Great, man. I think a couple little tweaks and this is gonna be done. We're at 6 minutes and it's still totally like, yeah, flowing. And into the outro. I like the high frequency clink. What's that? Oh, I wanted it to happen right there. That's a good sound. Could you put that in the gap right here? Okay, right here. At 642, that high frequency clink could totally be like the star of the show in that tiny little gap right there. If you want to emphasize weird nuances of the music, which is always something I like to do. So, there you go. All right, the outro is the outro. And as you know, I hate skipping through tracks, but sometimes you got to skip through the outro. Really nice work, man. John, great progress. How's it sound in the car? So, Mr. Melvis, Soulful Set, V1-2, EQ. Whoa, EQ flat. Okay, good. One more time, EQ flat. Listen to you guys with the nature samples. Yeah, Scott, that grime sound, exactly. That clink, it's like a clink flutter, like... What the hell is going on with my headphones cable? Okay, Mr. Melvis, it feels like the kick drum is way quiet and the bass is way loud. And the synth. Let me check the changelog on this. Okay, new track from yesterday. This is just a second mix update. I like the feel of the synth and the instruments. I can feel the bass line's cool. There's a nice pad synth happening and a lead happening. So basically the mix is not balanced overall. Drums would come up a whole bunch, the synth pad down, the synth lead could come up, and the piano is gonna come up a little bit. Yeah, the strings have a nice feel. That melody is great. Put a big reverb on that and have that kind of up on top. It's like a Mellotron or something, like that keyboard. That's a great lead. Yeah, high frequency lead, nice soft pad. Piano is a little bit, oh, the birds. If you could lower the velocity on the chords, so the piano chords are kind of muted like a person playing with a softer touch, and the melody is a little bit brighter. That was really hard for me to learn on piano, is how to play like two hands at totally different pressure levels, so the melody is louder and the chords are soft. And you don't want to have it be like gunk, 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 like hitting the chords as hard as the melody to make them loud. So that's a nuance of piano tone. I think you can communicate with MIDI note velocities and possibly even separating the chords and the melody into two different audio tracks and presenting them differently in the mix. I want to hear this beat louder, right? Boom, boom, boom. I feel that hi-hat pattern coming in. So right now I'm just listening for instrumentation and song structure, like right now, melodies going up. And the bass line has that pulse. Bum, 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 bum. Eighth note pulse, kind of a breakbeat kick drum pattern. That's a good combination to get syncopated rhythms overlapping. Oh good, the pianos are separate, cool. So you could just like kind of EQ some of the highs off of the chords, leave the melody nice and bright, do a little left-right pan, and stick your finger in your eye. All right, this is cool, this is cool. How do we get to a change? Okay, 355, I was ready for the hi-hat to slow down. Let me just check the opening hi-hat pattern. Yeah, 355, it felt like the piano phrasing was coming to an end, so it would be time to change the rhythm too. Dun, 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 slow down here. And go back to like the opening hi-hat pattern. Sounds like the piano is playing a nice line too. I can't really hear it that much, but... And then overall, this nice like dreamy feel is really working well. So this is gonna be a cool track. And 5 minutes, it's a good length. It's a nice amount of time to sit in this kind of vibe. Riser. Very sweep effect. It's like an early morning track, like a sunrise. Not after you've been up all night, but like if you actually slept and then got up early. There we go. Yeah, it's got good drum sounds in there. They're just not loud enough relative to everything else. And what's that last kick drum hit? Is that last kick a bunch louder than the others? Oh. Right here. Sounds like that final kick drum is like a bunch louder or possibly doubled up with a different sound. So check that out and make sure you don't have some weird, huge kick drum at the last beat of that phrase. Chirp. What are they saying? Beep, beep, beep. Cool, man. Bring that back on Wednesday and let's see what we can do it. Okay, so a new project for those of you who have read Castaneda. And, well, I'm just going to start playing it because it's pretty long. Hey, Caesar's here. This melody sound is amazing. That sounded like something a live drummer would do. The vocal is cool too. I can't wait to hear what those do in the full beat. Yeah, John Carpenter Halloween vibes with a little Donnie Darko in there. What do you want? Oh my God. Clean claps. That sounds amazing, those tom rolls. So the new morphing synth from the UAD. All right. Oh, what if your faith is what you make it? Wow, a 60. This is amazing. This is version 1 or take 5, but I mean, like the first song. Wow. And look at the spacing of where the sub is and how the kick drum is peaking kind of above it. So we have a low bass drone down here at like that F sharp or 45, 46 hertz. And you can see the kick drum moving like right through it. Piv, still a lot of work, but the structure is there. Well, it's playable already. Now it's time to skip forward because we got the groove. It's amazing, and for 60 BPM, right away it's like, uh-oh, somebody's making a house remix of this one. So I'm super curious to hear what else you're gonna do with this. I'm going to push this up a little bit. Okay, 4.5K, little notch. I got one feedback for you. And 3K, those two are like. Hey, Max is here. Seems like there could be some more modulation or another layer coming in and growing around here. So I'm guessing you might do some more automation and kind of modulation in here. I hear a cool rhythm in the reverb. Got the piano coming up under the synth. Okay, that's me taking the master back down because I'm not sure what. Okay, hold on. Let's say that's the level of the drop. I'm just gonna go back again and hear where we are in the end of the build. Now I'm not touching the volume. Yeah. That works. Yes, Matt, atmospheric background layers. This is beautiful. This is going to be an amazing track. Now, for structure moments, one of the big things you can do is ask the question at every drop in your track, is it exactly the same, or is it the same with something better, or is it the same and it's better from something getting subtracted? So let's just check out where the track is at, like in the texture, at the first drop, right? That abbreviated clap, clap, little doo-doo, little conga, right? And the drum fills. Okay, now let's go to the main drop. So there's another hi-hat thing, right? Was that in the first one? No. So the hi-hat pattern is faster in the main drop. And I hate skipping ahead on tracks, but this is super long. Okay, introducing 2 new synths without the main one and a piano layer. Yeah. All right, Max, thanks for saying hi. I'll see you later. Enjoy your trip. Remember, point the camera to the left. Yeah, this is sounding great. And I'm guessing ambient. So that's another place you could have atmospheric swells or found sound or some kind of like dusty noise of the world. What if we all have to battle a giant electromagnetic crow that wants to eat our souls after we die? Would you be able to withstand the pressure? Or not? That's amazing. Let's hear that next time and see what else can be done. But it's already playable, so beautiful job with that, Piv. Now, Melvis and Mindbender, Rev 2. I gotta check the changelog on this too. Make sure I know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, some like creepy outer space synth sounds would be really cool. Like pew, pew, pew. Okay, a little less reverb on the vocal and flute, right? And yeah, the cover art is super cool. Low end is sounding good. The snare sounds better for some reason too. Oh man, this sounds great.
We go out like a flame in the lights. Feel the heat from the fire inside. We go out and take over the night. Keep it burning, keep it burning. We go out like a flame in the lights.
Yeah, the tambourine.
Feel the heat from the fire inside. We go out and take over the night. Keep it burning, keep it burning.
That's nice effects on the word night. Perfect placement of
Feel the
that.
heat from the fire inside.
This is great. The vocal and the lead
Burning, keep it burning.
instruments are not clashing anymore. They're kind of taking turns and they're like spaced out. Oh shit, the PM dawn. Right?
You've been on my mind.
Yes.
I think about you all the time. It was perfect from the start. When you came into my heart. You've been on my mind. I think about you all the time. It was perfect from the start. When you came into my heart. And the beat goes on. I swear I feel you next to me. Baby, when you rescue me. The beat goes on. I swear I feel you
Yeah, the flute sounds a lot better. And the vocal and the flute feel together now, somehow.
I swear I feel you next to me, baby, when you rescue me. The beat goes on. I swear I feel you next to me, baby, when you rescue me.
Alex B is at the gym, working out on the beat.
When you came into my heart, and the beat goes on.
Ah, good. Dub effects on the vocal. I don't know if I have any notes on this one. I think this might be done.
And the beat goes on.
That was a great percussion change right there. Perfect moment for just a different beat. Keep it going and not let it get too much of like a loop. Yeah, man, good things are happening with this. Right, the Sade vocal. I hear that too. Loop this and bring a new beat up underneath it. Oh, that's a good sound. Scott, listen to that. This track would clean up with sync licensing, get this in a movie. So I agree. I was thinking that already. This is a very commercially licensable kind of a track. And I would love to see that happen. So nice job, Melvis, Mindbender. You guys are doing something cool. Oh shit, we get it right. Version 7, what's happening here? Totally working so far. Feels kind of a little, well, let's see what, feels a little fast to be calling it house. Oh yeah, 128 or 129. Groove is cool so far. Is there a lyric in here? $127 more. It's sounding good. I would do that half as often. When the vocal comes in, half as many. Not that one. Then this one, mute that one. You and I, you and I. Yeah. It'll be better if you take out half of those you and I's, let it happen once, and then some space after it. Maybe later in the track you could put him in on every loop, but the first time we hear it, you don't need it as often. I like the beat. I was just getting into the groove. Where'd the beat go? Oh shit. Okay, also, right here, I'm getting into this groove, like. Yeah, 238 is too soon for another breakdown. Yeah, so that's a structure thing. I was psyched about that beat, and then it went away, and I was like, shit, where's the beat? Now I'm waiting for that clap to come back. A big dark clap sound. This is where it's hitting right here for me. Where's Alex B? This sounds like an Alex B kind of track. Now it's like a verse again? That vocal is great. And as for your Discord question, I do not think it's too cheesy at all. It feels real, like. And then right here is too soon for another voice sound. That's gonna make people think. Now right here, just go into bass and beats, no vocals for like at least 8 or 16 bars to let us kind of like sink into that last lyric. Yeah, then at 3:53, that vocal could come in. So 3:38 to 3:53. 3, 2, 4. Yeah, 8 bars. Give us 8 bars with no voice right here. And now the voice will take it up a notch. Beats are grooving, man. Sounds like the mix and everything. I'm not, I don't think you need notes on that. Right. Here you have the you and I all the time without the gap. Yeah, man, this is gonna be a really playable dance floor track. I would probably put it into like a 125 BPM, closer to like a deep house vibe, but it'll work at this tempo. And basically the changes are happening too often. You could go with longer sections of groove, like 16 bars, let people flow deep in it. And we don't need as many breaks for breakdowns. I mean, the way the breakdowns are done, the mixes all sound good and the transitions are all good. They're just too many breakdowns. This is great, man. I like that bass note that's early. This one, boom, before the kick drum. Yeah, man, this is gonna be nasty for late night. Scott, yes, definitely. Changing tempos in the middle of a set. Especially if you can pull it off where people don't notice and then suddenly they're like, how did we get here? Wow, this middle of the melody? Wow. That's really good. Scott, yes, totally. You can't do it between two songs, like 100 stop, then 128. But in a set, if you have 100 up to 128, you might need 2 hours to have people emotionally come through the vibe of those tracks. Unless it's like a house party and it's like a track everybody knows at 100, and then you just slap it over to the next track that's like a popular track they all know. Then you could if it's that type of set. Dude, Morton, this is going to be an amazing track. I hope you took notes on the... Yeah, I want to go through the whole thing again. I hope those structure comments helped you. I'm really feeling this in the deep house genre, which you don't need as many dropouts and breaks. Just a little thing of like doubling up the kick drum here and there, boom, 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 or having like a missing kick drum or something is enough for variations. So let's keep pushing on through the world. Donats with the kangaroo head. Instantly Donats. All right, so this is version 3 in like a week. This track's been up for about a week. Yeah, that hi-hat's good. And the bassline filter starts working when the hi-hat kicks up. Solid right here. Kick drum doesn't feel like it's quite as focused. It's kind of like burp, burp, burp. What do you guys think about the kick drum? How's that hitting you guys? I could lose that melody. Feels like that's been in for a long time and it's keeping us up in the highs. Maybe after this breakdown, if we could have a section without that melody. Yeah, that's good that the top line melody came out right here. Oh, Shepherds, the kick is missing a dedicated pressure point. Like acupuncture, like in a massage, we have to massage the kick drum. Yeah, the kick drum doesn't have a focused feel of like, It's got a wide range, it's kind of buh. So that might be a situation to do some compression on the kick with a long attack time, like 70 milliseconds, and compress it down so you get more of a transient that feels like the kick is like, you know, like really, really centered. Maybe instead of EQing, you could just do a dynamics thing and really like pop the attack on the kick. Mr. Melvis, yeah, that, I was thinking that when I was humming those 3 notes, I was like, that's 3 blind mice. This part's cool. Yeah, Piv, I agree. There are 3 mountains down below 100 hertz. At 89, at 59, at 42. So maybe do a high pass filter, aim to get rid of the sub bass one, push up like 60 hertz as the main part of the kick drum, and then EQ down some of the body, as well as doing some compression and plop it into shape. Mindbender, you're right. We got to start talking about the next compilation for house music because I can already tell it's going to take a little while. So get your house tracks ready. That's including house tech, deep house. Dub techno, I think, could make it on there. Dark disco, acid vibes. Oh, Scott, right. Remix company. Yeah, okay. I like how it settles in here with the synth and the beat. The vocal goes away. Nice effects. I like that bass line a lot. Down, down, boom, 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 boom. Again, a track where the ending is like my favorite part. This feels like the most denazified. Where? This is a very unique presentation of the lyric. I like this part a lot. Dun, 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 dun. Super groove. Dude, Scott, that's a good point. Danats, Adam, if you wanted to strip out the vocals and just put this out as a buzzy bassline banger track, it would still work. Like, you do not need the vocal for this to be a complete sounding track. So, hot tip. And right here, yeah. The bassline is kind of inside out. I mean, it's not, but it could be. Rhythmic hypnotism. How cool. I would like to hear this as an instrumental. And so we talked about the kick drum a little bit, cutting out that opening melody when it's happening too often. And I hope that gives you enough to work with. Listen to that nice dark reverb on that crash. Danats, crushing it. All right, is Jens here? We got Jens. Cambodia is version 3 pre-master. Calling Matt Schultz. I like the rhythm of this one. Shepherds, I agree. The last third, I think, is the best part of that track. Not that the beginning was bad, but when we got to that ending, I was just like, it felt like it was, there were more moments of something stripped away and more unique Danats kind of phrasing on things. I don't know if I have a specific recommendation on that, but those sounds. There we go. I think the hi-hats can be louder in the clap. There's so much going on in the low end. So yeah, that's important to point out. When we're here at the beginning, I had the master channel up like that. That's where I want this sound. Watch what happens when the kick comes in. Get ready. When the kick comes in, I'm like, oh shit, the lows are too big and that burnt chord is not as loud as I wanted it. And when these come in, So this is my basic recipe of high shelf boost, low shelf cut, and raise volume. That sub is awesome, that woo woo woo. I'm feeling like the overall mix balance of your mix is really bass heavy. Normally not a problem, but if you start to lose detail on the mid-range sounds. Okay, that's back to EQ flat, and here's that melody sound synth coming in, right? Is this the track with that one melody that we were like, it's too much? I think it is, yeah. I like everything that's happening in the phrasing, timing, the groove. So far, so good. That little melody is all right. I feel like this would go with the Mindbender track. All right, part 2. Nice transition to it. Still feels continuous in the vibe. The bass is verming. Yep. Anybody else want the hi-hats and stuff louder? I really feel like that snare rattle in the hi-hat could be up. Yeah, that fix with the melody. Maybe he just removed a whole melody part. I remember there was a melody thing that all of us were like, ooh, it's too much. So I think that whole thing is gone. And the whole track feels so comfortable now. Yeah. Scott, weird reverb on the percussion. I mean, I hear that little tail on the snare that's like... I'm not sure if that's only the snare or if that's a reverb on everything. Oh, so good. Having that high frequency one just for a few bars and then down again, that was really good. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Very tasteful. That's good. That's usable. I like that filter. Nice vocal effects. Yeah, the mid-range synths under the bleeps. Okay, some good comments, yeah. Nice flow. We're at 6 minutes or 5.5. Can't get loose from this track. Great style, all the sounds fit together now. The whole thing has a really nice feel. The structure is great. I personally have some mixed notes on the low end versus the drum beats. but the way it is right now is playable, and it has a kind of a darker, deeper vibe. I would bring the high end brighter and actually maybe push the tempo up like 2 BPM and pull it closer to like active dance floor rather than chill out dance floor. But that's my opinion. I love that sub bass, those 2 notes. Yeah, Jens has good sound design. See, these could be a bunch louder. Bring up the dub techno chords, because me and Matt Schultz. Amazing. This group is making such good music. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. And now we got Randy Adams. Oh shit. Flatten out the EQ. Okay. And let me check the log, change log on this. Okay, no notes on this. I guess it's a brand new upload. Huh. That vocal felt sort of far away in some way. We'll come back to that. Nice shuffle groove. It's like a scratch. Does that vocal have a slapback delay on it? Beats are sounding great. I like the way the top loops continued here. Kick drum dropped out. There's some kind of high frequency thing going on in this beat that's like a super fast little chirpy thing. Chip, 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 chip. You guys hear that? That's interesting for a beat. I can feel a sub bass under there. Reverb fab filter, okay, cool. Is that on the vocal? Not when I was asking about slapback delay? Is the fab filter reverb on the vocal, or is that the chirpy high frequency thing you were saying? Okay, good, there's the sub without the kick drum. I'm bringing this up. One more time, let's check that sub bass without the kick. All right, what I would do is boost up the sub bass in the second octave. Right there, from like 85 to 125. Boost up the harmonics of the second octave in the sub bass, because the bottom octave is nice and deep and fits with the kick drum well, but some of the kind of pitch of the sub is not as clear, so you could like boost the mid-range of the bass and get it kind of coming through as like a harmonic force in the track. Great chords. Da, 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 da. Right here. So Mindbender, if you're listening, this is like a track structure that would fit for the track that you made, where you kind of just get into a groove and stay there for longer sections. Oh, that was cool. The piano dropped out already. We're gonna drop that open hi-hat. Okay, 313, I think we could lose the open hi-hat. That's the dramatic part. That would be good for the breakdown, and we don't need the beats after this point. The vocal and that one synth are like the core of this gap. And keep that snare. Da, 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 da. That's a good sound for the breakdown. Yeah. Yeah, this is really interesting if you're just only hearing these sounds. Is this a different bass line? Wow, that's the same bass line. Okay, so let's check out this new sound that came in here after the piano. And that became... Okay, you know what I would do here is the way the piano dropped out felt like it dropped out too soon, and the new sound came in with the same drum beat that was like a shift that didn't really bring me into the breakdown because I felt like I lost something. So what I would do is keep from 228 all the way through that section, if that's 16 bars or whatever, keep the piano in that whole time. And when you get to the drop, or the go into the transition with the everybody move and the hi-hats and stuff, then fade the hi-hats down and fade up that new sound. So basically that new sound, wait until the breakdown to fade that in and make that into the riser and the transition, because that's a really cool place to arrive for the end of the break. And then I feel like the beat should drop on this. If you drop the beat with just these sounds and then all the kick drum and all the other beats, it would be like really cool because we led up to it. And then here, this third new sound is totally too soon. This should not come in until the third section of the track. Go from here and make this like a super dramatic build up that drops the full beat with this sound like this. So that here, like basically this section right here should be what happens after the breakdown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we're like locked in on that sound. So just let us get into that sound, drop the beat in the bass line, and then for like the second breakdown, bring in this third sound here. Because this will be like another new territory to go into. And this sounds cool by itself, but it just came too soon before we even had a whole full drop with that sound that we were hearing in the breakdown. Randy, I say you said LOL, no. I'm not sure what you're saying no to. Of course, you could totally disagree with me. Sometimes your tracks have like too many new sounds too soon. And this is an example of where that's like, I feel like the structure was kind of rushed with new sounds entering. Nice and deep right here. Yeah, this is great. we have this track for the house compilation, I think this would be a perfect kind of vibe. This would be a solid vibe. We definitely want to have something from Randy Adams on the next one. This part is great too, keeping it going. I like that one. And the mix out. Cool, nice one, Randy. So the whole middle section of like how you get into the breakdown and the build up and the main drop, something about the instrumentation I would change on there, but you know, bring it back next week or Wednesday and let us hear what you do with it. Beats are jamming. Super easy to mix in a new track on top of here. Nice one. Hey, stop. Okay, too many snare drums at the end. That doesn't matter. That's awesome. I want to hear that again and hear what happens with it. All right, is Ben Hunt with us today? Ben Hunt, say hi at the beginning. Ben Hunt. I don't know. Shepherd's DJ Waters is driving around. We got 2 from Ben Hunt. You're good. I thought so. I want to put Ben's together because if he's not here, it might help him to have feedback. Feedback in one place. Okay, everything is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. That's funny when you ask somebody how you doing. They're like, fine. Everything's fine. I'm not quite sure what his title means. Yeah, Randy, bring that back and let me know your publishing plans because we would be super happy to have something, that track or something like it for the next compilation. Ben, I'm liking that kick drum, man. That bass is neat. Change log. Okay, new one, kind of a slow burning. Matt Schultz got permanent stank face. It's like... Ben, this is sounding good so far. My ice cubes are melting. Bassline has a little bit of that kind of synthwave vibe with the octaves. Boom, boom. Nice, 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 nice. I want to hear that again. Did the kick drum change? Did we lose a layer? Ben is always doing this thing of ramping down the volume of the kick drum in drop downs. It's super effective. I know we've commented on that not being good in some cases, but this way it was good because it was noticeable enough and it went down and drew you closer. And then the beat came and it was big, like because you were going down. Piv, offbeat bass needs to cut more through. The upbeat note of the bass line, so. And sometimes you can even go up to like 1,000 hertz or 800 or 900 hertz and get that mid-range of the bass where it's like a real clear note, like a boing, boing, boing. So right there, I was just boosting about 750 hertz. Check this out. To pull up the upper part of the bass, so you really hear that. Right there. Ah, the little snare taps. Shepard's sub note is a touch too long. That could be. I like the high frequency thing that's going like chicka 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 chicka. It's a very like steady kind of thing going on. Matt Schultz, not enough sub. Okay. That's an effective transition too. Those little snare taps. In this case, that's all you need. Where's the flanger? Oh, come on. I would love a little dip into flanger right there at 345 for the Ben Hunt touch. Pivot clit recipe, cleaner kick, shorter tail, more high on the bass note, and compress them in a group. Got it. Those are all great tips. So the kick drum has a long tail that's preventing the bass line from being like a bump, 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 a rhythmic force in the universe. Yeah, Matt, totally. Sidechain the kick drum to the offbeat bass line. Like, of course, I would totally do that. So Ben Hunt, that high frequency, chicka, 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 chicka. I mean, it's not super high, but like that upper part. Could we get a flanger going through that? What is happening? This is cool sound. Nice and soft ending right here coming in. Oh yeah, Morton put in an amazing mix recipe in the production thread, I think. That was super cool. Ben, nice job. Version 1, this is playable already. Couple minor tweaks, and it's gonna be poppin'. Great ending. That is super cool. And I'm not joking about the flanger. There's some moments there when a flanger would actually be a cool sound to have. And it's like the Ben Hunt trick. So, oh my God, speaking of Ben Hunt, version 4. Let me check the changelog on this and see what we got. Okay, so a little update from Wednesday, a little more kick and sub. Raise the highs on the master EQ. So far, so good. Anybody have any notes? I'm getting lost in here. The ear candy. Yeah, phrasing, the mix, the sounds. That's awesome. I'm gonna skip out on this one because we've been through this. There's that flanger. Yeah. I really like the low end right now, and I'm not hearing anything else that's gonna need. I think last week I made that sound and went. I remember that ending sound. Ben, nice job getting some claps for the Danky Hunt beats. Mindbender Touch. Yeah, get that one mastered and let us know what you want to put on the house compilation. I'm happy to go down to 117 BPM if necessary. So there comes a time in every track feedback when we gotta flatten out the EQ and hit some Shepherds. Ah, yes. So what'd you do? You got sick of some other track and just threw it away and started this one? Is that what that was? Damn. This is good, man. Damn, I'm turning up my headphones. Shepherds is bringing it. The bubbling part is so good in this one. It's just really like little robots talking. Wait, where's the pug in this? No way. What just happened? Is there a backwards? That? Whoop. That's an amazing sound. And it's so stereo. Let's check in mono. This is the kind of kick drum I just get so into. Oh my God. Done, Shepherds. Was that the dog? I think I hear the dog. It's over there. It's over there. It's behind my head. It's over there. This is DJ Waters' 8D terrain right here. Come on. Bring it back. Turn it up. Ah. I want that fast hi-hat back, but okay. There it is. Damn! This is going to be amazing. I want to play this on a big system. I don't have any mix comments either. I don't think I have any comments. Piv, make that synth scream more. There we go. So what's the word for this techno that's like faster than 140? I think of it as like pounding grooves from the label Pounding Grooves. And it's basically kick drum music with just some stuff on top. But I don't know what the genre is for that, because let me know if you guys know, because this is something I want to be able to describe. All the way to the end. So maybe some like EQing in the master, like around 500 or 600 hertz to get kind of some of the down from there. What an enjoyable track. This part right here is what makes it for me. Shepherd's, clap, 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 clap. Deutsche Bettenhall. Okay. I don't know, man. A little bit of low mid EQ, possibly somewhere from like 400 to 700, something in there. Could probably use a little bit of a dip. Other than that, I don't have any comments. That was just super fun to listen to. And no dogs were harmed in the making of this techno. All right, cool. DJ Waters, EQ back to flat. Let's see what we got. No EQing on the master yet. Okay, yeah. I mean, I think that track is done. It just totally flowed through and really brought me in. Here we have DJ Waters being taken over by an ambient mind. CR Law. Okay, so we're listening to the bass line. See if that works out. And happy birthday to Sarah. Whatever you guys are up to, don't get caught. DJ Waters and Piv Clit making an EP. That would be something. Whoa. Is that the bass line you're talking about? Wow. No, there's a different bass line. The bass line is basically not loud enough to really hear what's happening. I like it, what I can hear. Right? That's the bass. It'd be cool if we heard that soloed. Or without the kick drum, I mean. So bass line needs to come up. And I think these impact sounds, the bow, feels like there's kind of a few too many of those. Yeah, that kind of impact stuff feels like it's too often. Mono. Yeah, Shepherds, that was good feedback. So let's skip forward. Ooh. Something is not lined up here. The hi-hats are late. I'm trying to center on the kick drum. I think there might have been a cut and paste operation that came in like one little grid line too late. All right, so the Psytrance bass line that's like the one, basically bring that one up, check the synchronization or alignment on that third section, and then the impact, those things, bring those down and have not as many of them. And that will be a massive upgrade for version 2. So keep working on that. Caesar, Perception Jam. So this is a live jam. Let me see. That's a cool bass line. Yes. Oh, damn, that kick drum came in nice. Yeah, this mix sounds really good. Working that filter. All right, Shepherds, really nice job on that track. See you next time on Discord. Yeah, Caesar, I think these hi-hats, I could have used the hi-hats earlier, like around 145 or something. Right here. Somewhere around the 145 would be a good place to bring these hi-hats in. And that hi-hat needed to be louder too. I think you could cut the bass out of this part. It feels kind of rumbly, and the upper sounds are interesting enough that you don't really need it, I think. All right, Todd, see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Nice job, nice job. Good build up. Yeah, hi-hats are not loud enough after that big build up. The snare drum is clear though, so if you get the hi-hats to be as loud as the snare, something like that would help. Loving the kick drum. And I hate skipping through, but it feels like it's in a groove for a while. So let's hear how the ending goes. I like this part. That wood block is fun too. Dook, dook. Was that in the whole time? This sound is really cool. I would like to hear that a lot more. Was that a layer buried in the track the whole time? I would like to hear just that sound with beats by itself. That's interesting. Caesar, bring that back next week, a couple of mixed notes, and see what you can do with it, because that's going to be a good one. All right, Canada, Tears of the Poppy remix. Getting in on the goom. Yeah, that ending synth is really cool. Okay, so that sound is morphing and changing since the drop. I really like the ending. That sounded super cool. That bass is crazy. I like the way you're using the vocal. Something feels like we're still in like the intro though. And the hi-hat has been going at that same pace. The bass growls could be a lot louder and the sub could be lower, because the growl parts for dubstep need to be really jumping out at you and like chow wow 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 and then jumping back. But for V1, let's see. That's good, you're getting some closed hi-hat rolls in there. The slow hi-hat for a long time at the beginning made it feel like it was at like an intro section. I like this change. Hey, Jesper. Kick drum overall could be a lot louder. So kick drum up louder relative to the sub. And the vocal keeps it kind of chill and like peaceful. This feels like a slow dubby track right now. What if you had a kick drum like fast but super atmospheric vibes? Just out of curiosity. Because that bass line sounds good, like doo 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 doo. That bass part makes it feel like it could be a straight beat. Doo, doo, doo. After Shepherds, I'm like totally on that 140 plus vibe. So something about this didn't really snap into focus until later. This slow hi-hat made it feel like that slow hi-hat all the way out to here made it feel like this whole part was an intro for me. And then here, this is where it felt like something dropped into a whole other part of the track after the intro. And that almost feels like a different kind of a track, which is cool and super good. So I'm not sure what to say for the form and structure of this one. It feels like it's not locked in dubstep with that really growly staccato, you know, like that kind of thing. It's not hardcore in there, which is fine. The ambient atmospheric vibe is definitely in there. And like, I don't get locked into a super clear tempo section, or I find myself kind of going on this sort of a vibe with it. And that is probably related to how the kick drum is not very prevalent in the mix. And there's like the deep sub and some bass growls that are at different levels. So I would work on the low end to get the kick drum like main character supported by the sub, and have whatever other bass synths are like going, have those up louder at kind of like a higher low mid range, and see what that does for the feel. And then we could talk about structure again. So for version 1, that's awesome. You picked out good sounds and got a lot of good stuff happening. Let's see what can happen with that. So what else do we have left? I think I waited a long time to say this. Is there anybody here who's watching that we didn't talk about yet? Let's do Matt Schultz, who got this jam in here, and then a couple Mindbender moments. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. So Scott, original 2008 UK dubstep, not that US rubbish. Gotcha. Yeah, I had a feeling you were not going for that Skrillex type energy level, which is cool. And that is definitely going to be a deep, like, smoked out kind of a track. And this is an export from 11:59 a.m. this morning, or right before feedback started. Let's do it, all right? Wow, super soft drop. Yeah, Scott, do some quick edits and bring that back on Wednesday. Just jack up the kick drum. Classic Matt Schultz low bass sub. Nice chords, nice effects, nice delays. Check it in mono. Oh, Scott, that's a good reference track. Good. Rain by Breakage. Great, you're producing with a reference track and a mix reference. Or a song like a reference feel that you're going for. That's a good idea. Yeah, Matt, this is super chill. Kind of makes my brain switch off. I think I was just staring at the spectrum analyzer like, duh. Yeah, Matt, this is all right in line. Good sounds. I'm not really hearing any mix problems, but I know you're going to probably develop it more with some atmosphere and animation, automation. Low end is in place nicely. I'm playing with a little mid-range lift right here. I think the whole mid-range could use a little bit more, like around 1500 or 2K. Wait for it. Okay, sorry. Still got that train station vibe of like being in a big space all by yourself or something. All right, moving the filter on that synth is good. I agree, Jesper, the reverb tails, good sound. I think at that part, at this gap, you could add another click. Right here. Like a little snap or just another little tap layer to kind of like thicken up that snare drum position. Yeah, the Terrence McKenna vocals are a little too quiet in this track. Nice moment. It's all full of these nice moments of like out on a plane. It's beautiful, super deep in the Matt Schultz vibe, very minor tweaks. In fact, we've never heard a track from you that had major problems. Another one cooking with lots of Alan Watts. Watts. Nice. I think you could add a clap layer or a finger snap I would do and filter it down. I like that little percussion. What was that? Ba-da-ba-bum. Those little percussions were cool. Doo-doo-doo. Nice job, Matt. So we're gonna hear some more little delay candy, ear candy. Yeah, do more with those long delays. Super nice. And what do you guys think? I really think it opens up the sound to do a mid-range boost for like the instrument group. That's a pretty small boost I'm doing, like less than 3 dB. And I really hear it making a difference. Maybe a filtered snap. Cool, nice job, Matt. That one's gonna be done pretty damn soon. And we want some Matt Schultz on the next compilation. All right, version 4, Ben Hunt, David Copperfield, and then Mindbender. What'd you say? Kind of a hasty EQ on the master to get it out. Cool, yeah. Another Ben Hunt. Let me check the Discord on this. Okay, Mindbender remaking a Ben Hunt track. Nice and bright. Scott, yeah, EQ is flat. It's really that bright. Do you think the low end is suffering? Because I can hear the sub and kick drum, but it does feel like the synth area is a lot bigger in here. Phil Collins on toms. Is Morton still here? I like the ARP synth. That one bass or low synth, I think is too loud. Because this part is really good with just the ARP synth. Yeah. I think the snare drum is a little bit washy too, the reverb. I'm thinking you could dry up the drum reverb. This is a nice moment right here. Yes, right here. If you could balance the synth layers, take the pluck ARP up a little bit, really let that be like the core, like this, and then the buzz bass, bring that one just down and tuck it underneath a little bit, because this is like the part of the beat that's really pulling forward, like the galloping kind of thing, you know? I think there's some delay on that ARP too. Yeah, this is cool. Nice drum programming, lots of changes coming on in the percussion. Yeah. Wow. That bass could come out. It's a little bit too busy with that one sound all the time. And since it's cool right here, this part is cool, right? Wow. So back here earlier, I would let that pluck be big, and the synth, you could pull that out here and give us a rest without that synth for a little while. And then here the pluck comes down, and we get more of like the growly synth. And that other organ one is like the announcement, like change. It's great, it's got phrasing, moments of arrival. Airwolf lead synth. Wow, this is cool. This is nice and simple right here. Sounds like stretching something. Coming with the ear candies. Wow, 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 wow. I like that. This one synth is kind of loud. That synth is cool. Okay, hold on. Okay, right here we're in this kind of quiet thing, right? That synth is a little too loud. It's not painful, but it's like compared to the rest, it's a little bit too loud because this one that's going here, wow, 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 is really interesting, and I'd like to hear a little bit more of this one. Right here. That's cool. Yeah, Morton, nice job, man. Overall, basically, what we're talking about is balancing the synth group layers and maybe not having all of them in the same place they are now. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. And I think my favorite part is where the ARP is big right here. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do. And there's no problem with the kick and the sub, just the overall synth group is a little bit big relative to the low end, and then you could do some kind of micro mixing within the instruments to pull out different kind of voices. Yeah, the bit crushing effects, super cool. Mindbender stuff always sounds 90% good when it comes in, and then we're trying to get that extra little 10%. And to take us out, let's see what's on this Rev 6 changelog. All right, let's see if this one is done. And real quick, for anybody who's watching on replay, courses.mixthetexture.com. Go in and check out the free presets, grab some sounds, and learn a little bit about Ableton production. Nice and deep, damn. Maybe that snare sound could be a little louder. It's kind of subtle, but it's all right. I like the ride cymbal pattern. Da, 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 da. Yeah, Piv, I agree. It sounds kind of closed in, like I don't know. I was just doing a little high shelf EQ and then a high shelf boost and taking down something in the mids around here. So that could be a mastering tweak possibly. The snare drum feels like it's a little bit back, a little too far back or not loud enough. Now we're back to EQ flat. Oh, Piv, that's funny. Sounds like there's a piece of clothes over my speakers. Yeah, this one does feel overall like, not dark like emotionally, but dark like the high stuff is sort of far away from you. Like, where's the... Oh, that vocal was cool. Nice build-up coming in here. I feel that snare tap. I think last week we were laughing about the Van Halen synth that we were just hearing in there. I really like the ride cymbal groove. So I think personally you could come up with the beats, the snare drum especially, and take the instrument group and EQ down some of the mids, like 700, 600, something like that. And maybe come up with a little bit of kick drum. Yeah, this part is super grooving. Scott, is it all that 200, 500? There is something big down there, yeah. Right there I was doing a boost and it was like, whoa, whoa. Great vocals. And this little high frequency thing, that could be louder too. That's a cool sound. All right, I want to hear this again. A couple mix tweaks and this will be ready. And everybody else, thank you so much for bringing in your updates, doing your tracks, working on your mixes, asking questions, and giving each other comments. I'm super excited for Techno Volume 1 coming out on Friday. We'll be passing around some more promo to give you previews, and that's going to do it for track feedback this week. For a little last reminder, I'm doing exit preview. I'm doing a new stream called Ableton Production Techniques on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and during the month of June, I'm teaching how to EQ your tracks, where I show you what it looks like to take some EQ presets, yes, I said presets, drop them on the channels in your tracks, and then dial them in to cut and boost your frequencies at the places that matter. That's what you learn about. That's what I'm showing in the live streams. And right now you can grab this course for 50% off. Thanks to Simon Holt, who just signed up this morning. EQ 2022, drop the price down to $49.50. All the replays from this month's workshops are getting embedded into this product. So you're gonna have video tutorials of how to use the lessons, as well as online lessons that tell you what we're doing on video. So you learn how to EQ, you learn how to understand the frequency range, and use the EQ tools to solve problems in your tracks to make them sound better. So if you ever think it's kind of confusing when we're talking about, 150 hertz or 3000 or, 900 or whatever, this is the course where you really come to understand the frequency landscape so you can solve problems in all your sounds and make your mix just come together and sound like one big, simple piece of music that has all the parts we love with the kick drum and the bass and the synths and the leads and everything. So thanks, everybody. Any last questions? See you all on Discord. I know we're jamming on Discord. Many, many good things happening. And I want to press play on this for the very last time. Where was it? Right around here? Such a nice pulse. All right, so that's it for me. It's time to go out on my Saturday bike ride, drink some more iced coffee, and check you guys up in Discord.